the clubhouse. It's pretty nice. We slept amazingly well in here last night. Hey, good morning. Today we're going to start heading up and east from Tennessee. We're going to be taking some back roads. As you can see where we stayed last night, this place is pretty amazing. I'm not sure if you can see the zip line, but there is a zip line. You can't see it. That runs, well, you see that piece of wood over there, that like a step, and running across there's a little zip line. It's more for kids, it's not anything out of this world. So the clubhouse here, call it the clubhouse, it's pretty nice. We slept amazingly well in here last night. Temperatures dropped up here in the mountains where I live in Virginia Beach. And I'm sure most cities on the East Coast were in the high 70s last night. It dropped down to 60 degrees here last night. So we shut the AC off. And I have 3 covers that I used. And I was snug as a bug, as they say. So I was not cold. I slept well compared to the night before when we were at the lodge. My cousin slept there. They have 2 bunk beds here. It's a little table. I've been drinking their coffee. They have the K-Cups, the Keurigs. Not bad. There is a community bathroom and what I call the clubhouse. The bathrooms are very clean. Everything is well taken care of here. The property is not mishandled. These people are on top of it. These wagons are constructed very well. I don't know how they would fare in a storm, but you can see here the doorway is made of steel where it ties in at the bottom. I like architecture and construction stuff. The lights are sufficient. They have these touch lights. I was looking for a switch yesterday, and they're the type that you just touch them like that. There's this back window here that you can open and it lets breeze in. Let's do that. So this thing is letting in a lot of air. Very nice. With the front door open, I mean, the breeze is blowing right through. This morning, I mean, the sun feels hot because this started to feel a little bit warm. The sun is hitting it direct. And it does get hot up here. When we pulled in yesterday, about 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Yeah, I guess it was more like 6. It was hot. We were sweating riding in. And there's a lot of traffic. So, for those of you that do ride, which most of you ride, you know what it's like. It's kind of like city traffic in a sense. Pigeon Forge right here. So much traffic. A lot of stuff to do around here. If you've never been, like any other vacation area, there's a bunch of stuff to do. So, yeah, we really enjoyed it here. And you can see outside, it's beautiful. The clubhouse, which I'll show you here, I'll show you some details. It has everything you would want. It has a little kitchen, has a regular size refrigerator, sink. They got grills over here. So you can do just about everything and anything you need to do. I guess this is glamping to the max. You got a refrigerator, microwave, coffee, water is that. Yeah, so we really enjoyed it. Well, my cousin and I were talking this morning. It is a little bit pricey, but It's one of a kind, unique experience, and it's like nothing else we've done. The lodge was really nice. Now I will say I'm glad we went to the lodge first and not here first, because that would have been a letdown. So the lodge was a nice experience last night, or the night before rather. And then this is kind of like a step up. So we're going in steps. As you can see here, the bathrooms are very clean. It has everything you want. It has soap, towels, everything. Nice and clean. This is what I'll call the community center. These garage doors here to the right, they open those up, which gives this place a nice open airy feeling. They have a bunch of stuff to keep you entertained, and there's also this big deck. So we have made our way out of the busy Pigeon Forge area. We are a little bit sad that our trip has come to an end, but we are making the best of it by taking these back roads. This was a beautiful back road, by the way. We went through some small towns, twisty, windy roads, road by a lake. Very nice road. If you have not been following this series of videos, we actually were riding all the famous roads, not all of the famous roads, but a lot of the famous roads of the Smoky Mountain area between North Carolina and Tennessee. We did Tail of the Dragon, Cherahalla Skyway, the Foothills Parkway, and a few other famous roads. Currently, we are headed to Interstate 81, where we will be riding northeast, and the highlight of this trip is we're going to be stopping in a town called Bristol. Bristol lies dead center between Virginia and Tennessee, and there's just something special about this town that you're going to have to wait and see when we get there. Gentlemen, good. I understand there's a plaque that says on the street,
Blackbird?
Virginia, Tennessee.
Yeah, there's lots
right
of
there in the middle.
There's lots of little ones.
Oh, okay, right there.
They might be every 100.
I think
They might be every 100 or 150 feet.
Okay.
So there'll be one over there. There's one there.
All right. Cool. There's one.
Only about that big.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now, what are you? You from Virginia or Tennessee?
I'm from Virginia. Well, he is too.
I'm on the other side. I'm from Virginia.
You live in Tennessee?
This is Tennessee side.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, this Tennessee. Walks across the street in Virginia.
That's Virginia. And
That's weird.
And you got the sign up there too. You know, the Bristol, Virginia,
Oh, yeah?
Tennessee sign. That's a cool sign. But I think these markers go down this whole length of the street.
Oh,
here.
cool. Okay.
In the other block too.
Originally in New York, but I live in Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay.
So on the extreme, you know where that's at,
I
right?
used to live in Richmond, so I know.
Okay. Yeah. On the extreme.
Yeah, I like Virginia Beach.
Yeah. It's nice. It's all right. Yeah. Yeah. We made a detour just to see that. So.
Oh, BMS is right down the road there.
Which is what?
Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Big.
I don't know if they have that car show every year, but I saw that same video, I think.
We're
Yeah.
getting ready
It
to
was
have a
a
Major
nice
League
car
Baseball
show.
game here. Atlanta
Oh, yeah?
Braves and Cincinnati Reds down
Oh,
at the
cool.
racetrack. 160,000 people it holds.
Nice. My brother-in-law was a scout for the Cincinnati Reds till before he passed away. He died, I think he was like 53.
Yeah.
He was a young guy. But so how that works is, so his grandfather was a scout for the Cincinnati Reds on the West Coast. They're California people. And then his dad became the scout. So it's in the blood.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I used to go, when I was young, I saw Big Red Machine, Johnny Bench,
Oh, yeah?
Rose and all of them. Yeah, I was up there a week one time when they were, he had this hitting streak. I forgot what he hit, like 44 straight games or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some stores that sell souvenir shirts with that picture on
Oh, yeah?
it and stuff, souvenir shirts. If you,
Cool.
I guess you know this is a city they did the first country song, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I saw a sign that said the birth of country music or something.
It's got a museum right around the street there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Where are y'all headed?
Back home.
Okay.
So we went to, are you familiar with Tail of the Dragon? Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Head of the Dragon in Marion, which is about 45 minutes from here.
Oh, yeah?
Head of the Dragon.
Head of the Dragon.
Yes, it is.
What route is that? What route?
Get on Interstate 81 and go up and get off at Marion, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Head of the Dragon.
Head of the Dragon. And
Yeah.
what does that go? East, west?
It goes
Yeah.
over.
A little.
No, you go over the mountains. You're up in the mountains, and you come out on 19, which is over in what is that around? Lebanon, Virginia.
Oh, Lebanon. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
But you
Nice.
can get back. It's not long, maybe an hour. You can get back on the interstate.
Nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Head of the Dragon.
Head of the Dragon.
yeah, but-
We've been in the back of the Dragon. That's Tazewell.
Oh,
Tazewell, is that how you pronounce it?
Tazewell.
Yeah, I pronounce everything funny. Stanton.
Okay. Well, that's. I'm calling it a Head of the Dragon. That's what you call it, Back of the Dragon.
Back of the Dragon.
That one in.
What, 16?
Marion comes out. It comes out close to Tazewell. Did you? Well, you should have come out in Marion.
Yeah, but I think that's Route 16.
Okay.
I know it for a fact, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care, you guys. Have a good
All right,
trip.
take care. Good talking to you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we are in Tennessee on this side, and then on that side is Virginia. So let's go take a look at this plaque that they have on the road here. Where is it? There it is. There you go. It runs down right the middle of the street. So we are across state here for me, because I live in Virginia, so yeah, let's take another look at it. Across the street over here to Virginia. Quite an area here. Well, let me give you a little history of the area that we visited. The Smoky Mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee, I've been there probably 3 times. This area that we're in now, the Appalachian Mountain Range, which is also part of North Carolina and Tennessee, is also part of Virginia. West Virginia includes North Carolina and Tennessee. Some of the best roads on the East Coast, if not the country, are in these mountain ranges. I explain it to people as being a roller coaster. You're going up, down, side to side, turn, 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 up, down. You're turning on curves. It's just the best amazing roads that you can ride on. There are some what I'll call switchbacks where you're basically first and second gear. It's low speed curves after curves. And also, for example, the Cherahalla Skyway is fast sweepers. It's long sweepers. So long winding roads with some hairpins and up and down. If you plan on attending Tail of the Dragon, I suggest that you arrive there on a Monday through Thursday. Friday, I understand it gets busy. We went on a Saturday. That's the busiest day probably. And Sunday is also busy. You have to realize that there's people with sports cars there. There's sport bikes. There's every type of motorcycle. And I cannot tell you who's experienced and who is not. So I'll tell you this. I did a little research. 2020 and 2021, there was 123. Well, let me rephrase that. 123 of the 165 crashes on the Tennessee side of Tail of the Dragon involved motorcycles. And 9 of those crashes resulted in fatalities. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who likes to talk about accidents. As a matter of fact, I am a motorcycle rider, and I like to concentrate, think about the positive, not the negative. I know that these things exist, but I don't like talking about motorcycle accidents. I do believe I ride as safe as possible. I always have safety in mind. I have a family, so. But I just want to make you aware of the dangers of Tail of the Dragon. And to lessen your chances of having an accident, it would be best to go on the slowest days. With that being said, we also visited the Cherrahala Skyway. Very few motorcycles, very few cars on that road, and it is a beautiful road. Now don't get me wrong, I want everybody to visit Tail of the Dragon. Just be aware. Be aware that there are inexperienced drivers as well as riders on that road. So ride with safety at the top of your list, if that makes any sense. Another great road, the Foothills Parkway. The Foothills Parkway was probably an hour and a half from the Cherrahala Skyway, but it was well worth the trip. It's a little bit shorter, but it was a beautiful road as well, and we are long distance travelers, so we don't have a problem riding an hour and a half out. Now I will say, we are constantly on the move. We don't sleep in the same place 2 days in a row. We are moving to new areas all of the time. And as you saw at the beginning of this video, we stayed at a beautiful place, and that's what we try to do, is we move forward and we try to visit unique places and see different things as we go along. So in Virginia and in West Virginia, which we really haven't taken you on any off interstate roads, there are many roads. Like I was telling that gentleman, there is Tail of the Dragon, rather Back of the Dragon. There's a bunch of roads, and in this whole area of the Appalachian Mountains, there are so many famous roads, such as Back of the Dragon, Tail of the Dragon, Moonshiner, the Snake, the Rattler. There's so many roads. And if you watched my first video of this series, we stopped at a Harley dealer, and one of the salesmen there told us that when we were in the Tail of the Dragon area, to look for a brochure that highlights, it's basically a list of all of the famous roads. And that's what you want to do to get the best experience out of your trip. Alright, so my cousin Neto, like the storm, Ernesto, just like the storm. We're over here in Staunton, Virginia, and we're separating. He's going to keep going on 81, and I'm going to take 64 east. So everybody say goodbye to Neto. Neto, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
So I'll see you down the road. So made a little pit stop here. It is 9:43. I got about 2 hours and 20 minutes. I did good time. The weird thing is my gas light came on, and my odometer will tell you how many miles of gas you have left, how many gallons. No, it's miles actually. I think it started at 29. It was 15 miles, no exits, no nothing. And so I stopped in this here little town called Goochland. Thank God for Goochland, Virginia. And I mean, this thing was on E. Look, it's a 5-gallon tank. So anyway, I should be home within 2 hours. And apparently not too many motorcycles around here, because not everybody, but a lot of people stopped to look at my bike like it was some fancy thing. Kind of funny, but this one guy in his car, man, that's a nice bike. He wanted to talk about my bike. That's a cool feeling. Anyway, let's keep rolling. I'm not sure if you can see the stop, but I was doing good time, man. And now we're stopped before the tunnel. This could take a while, which is kind of a bummer. Just before the tunnel. As you can tell, just made it home. I hit some traffic. I would have been here 20-25 minutes ago. They closed the tunnel for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then on the other side of the tunnel there was a big backup. They were moving 2 machines and they were going like 1 mile per hour. I actually had to pull over the side of the road and shut the bike off because it was getting hot. These things are not water cooled, so I don't want to destroy the engine. Anyway, I was probably stopped for about 5 minutes and traffic opened up. Anyway, I am super tired. I've ridden 11 hours today. I don't even know how many miles. I'll put the miles down at the bottom there. But from Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to all the way to the east coast of Virginia Beach on the South Point. That's where I'm at. So thank God Almighty for getting me home safely. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the series of videos. I had a blast. If you guys get the chance, make sure you head over to Tail of the Dragon and all those other roads that we visited. Anyway, you all take care. Watch out with the crazy people on the roads. And until my next one, I'll catch you on the next one. Adios.